You know, I'd never heard of Walgreens Boot Alliance. I guess I can't say that anymore. I'll tell you about it. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. Yep, I'll talk about Walgreens Boots Alliance and the nice trade setup on it in just a minute. Plus, I'll catch you up on the open trades and a brand new trading maxim. Stay with me. Remember, you can speed this video up by clicking the gear icon in the lower right of the video and selecting a new speed. Okay, let's look at the open trades. I mentioned in Friday's video that Johnson & Johnson pushed below the range. It actually closed down there with big volume. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So I sold JNJ at 127.73 with a stop loss of 130.82 and a first target of 125.67. If I get a candle close back inside the range up in here, I will close the trade, take the loss right then. Otherwise, I'll take half the trade off in profit when it hits the target and move my stop to break even on the remainder. I mentioned Friday that I was moving my stop on AUDNZD up to 105.41, and that level got hit last night. So I'm out of the AUDNZD trade right now with 52 pips on the second half. So very nice AUDNZD trade, and I'm done with it for now. Did I mention in Friday's video how annoyed I was with Ripple? I mentioned on Twitter this morning that I'm done with this. I don't like holding trades for this long before they hit the first target. Once they've hit the first target, I'm significantly more patient. So this thing is consolidating again right here, and you know, all the momentum is gone, and that's what we look for. I entered the trade right here, so this thing has gone on long enough, and most all the movement has been in negative territory. So I don't want my money lounging around drinking beers and watching Netflix. I'm done with this thing. I want it out there working for me. So about a $300 loss on this Ripple trade, which is, you know, tiny, so I'm glad to be out of it. Oh, and I'm permanently removing Ripple from my watch list because this seems to be normal behavior. You know, it goes sideways for a while, and then it drops, and it goes sideways for a while. It's probably going to drop in here, but we don't know that, and I'm not willing to wait for it, so I'm out and permanently taking Ripple off my watch list. Well, I mentioned Friday that I was taking Amazon half size because it was like down here on volume, but look where it ended up. Really nice. So I went full size on this at 1749.62, stop loss at 1806.25, first target at 1711.87. It's probably not too late to get in this. You could even get a better price than me at this point. Now we wait. Okay. Let's take a look at Walgreens Boots Alliance. So, I saw Walgreens in the news a few weeks ago, and I looked up the chart, and all I could find was this WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance, and I thought, what the heck is that? You see, I'm old. Walgreens has been around for as long as I can remember, and I've never heard of Walgreens Boots Alliance. So I figure I would have heard of that sometime in the last 60 years, right? Well, it turns out that Walgreens Boots Alliance Inc. was formed in 2014 as a holding company for good old Walgreens that I've known and loved all my life, and a UK-based company called Boots, formerly known as Boots the Chemists Limited. That is or was a pharmacy chain in the UK and other places. I don't know if it still operates under that name in those countries or not. Perhaps some of my friends in the UK or Ireland or apparently Thailand can let us know in the chat whether it's still around or not, or if they've changed their name, or who knows. So anyway, that explains it. So WBA gapped down right here on some poor earnings news in April, and it's been trading in a range ever since. So now it looks like it is attacking the bottom of the range. The volume has been slowly dropping throughout this pattern. This is not a huge volume drop, but you can see that these highs are higher than these highs. And the volatility was dropping until the price started dropping right in here. And that's when traders started to get a little bit excited about this. So apparently the traders are liking the downside of this, but make sure that you don't get too biased on this. If this thing breaks to the upside, I will buy it. If it breaks to the downside, I will sell it. So that's our plan. We'll buy a close above the range or above 56.70. We'll sell a close below the range of 49.20. And right now it's looking like below the range could be a real thing really soon. As always, we want to see at least average volume on the breaking candle to trade a full position. So if this thing breaks through and closes down here somewhere, we want to look at the volume bar on that particular day, and it needs to reach up at least to the average here by the end of the day. Otherwise, we'll only want to take a half size position as long as it's 75% of the volume. So to calculate 75%, you take the volume right here, divide it by the volume average right here. Your calculator should give you 0.75. If it doesn't give you 0.75, then stand aside. Don't enter the trade. Don't take it. Don't do it. As per usual, the stop loss will be 1.5 times the ATR, and the first target will be 1 times the ATR. So on that same breaking candle that you looked at the volume, come over here and look at the ATR, or average true range, which is simply the average range of the last 14 candles, and multiply that by 1.5, and that will be your stop loss. So if this thing breaks down, you'll put your stop loss by that amount up here, and your target will be 1 times the ATR down here. If after entering the trade we get a candle that closes back inside the range here, we will take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. Our intention is that a breakout from these patterns should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. When the price hits our first target, down here we'll close half of the trade for profit and move the stop loss to break even on the remainder of the trade. We will then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. And that's the setup on Walgreens Boots Alliance. And now you know all about it. Remember, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you how I handle these trades. If you want more details about what I do, look below this video for a link to my trade management video. If you've got a trade management plan that works better for you, please use it. Trading is a very personal thing. Things that work for me may not work for you. You have to understand your personal psychology to find the best strategies for your own trading. And there's that great segue again. Isn't it? It's almost like I planned to put the trading maxim right after talking about trading psychology, isn't it? Let's have a look at today's trading maxim. I've got a brand new one for you today. I use trading maxims to help me control my personal trading psychology. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, a rule of conduct, or a proverbial saying. These maxims that I show you come from various sources, the books, the internet, friends, coaches, teachers, or others. The purpose of my maxims is to motivate me to discipline in trading as well as other areas of my life. I suggest you start your own list of maxims, things that you can say to yourself while you're trading or doing life to make sure you always do the right thing. Feel free to borrow from my list. And like I said, today is a brand new one. Tim's trading maxim number 58. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius say. I guess this is a defining concept for me. I fall down all the time. Well, not literally, but I guess I do once in a while. But figuratively speaking, I fall all the time. But failure should not be defined by how many times you fall. Failure should be defined as not getting back up when you fall. So, by that definition, I would say that failure is only failure until you arise from your fall. Did I just write a new maxim? I'm going to have to think about that one. Anyway, don't let your falls define success or failure for you. Just get up, dust yourself off, and proceed as if nothing has happened. Just be sure you learn from the fall so you can avoid that hole in the future. Remember our Walgreens Boots Alliance trade plan here. We're going to buy a daily close above the range around 56.70 or sell a daily close below the range around 49.20. If the volume is not quite average, go half size as long as it's at least 75% of the average. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 times the ATR. And remember to check out the trade management video for more details. The link will be below. I hope you liked this video, but even if you didn't, go sign up for my free Trading Picks email list to be sure you don't miss any of them. I'll be sending out about 3 or 4 trading picks a week, everything from stocks to futures to cryptos to Forex, and you'll get to see them first. Plus, you'll get first notifications of anything special that's happening. And the best thing is, it's free. I'll put the link below this video. And be sure to come back to Trading Strategy Guide's YouTube channel every week on Monday and Friday for my analysis videos, just like this one, and Wednesday morning for trading videos, which will most likely include a trade setup as well. And I appreciate all the input on subjects to discuss in my Wednesday videos. Another couple of weeks of the pattern recognition, and we'll get on to other subjects. I also want to mention that I'm going to be out of town for a few days in mid-September for my nephew's wedding. My video schedule may get disrupted by my trip. I'll do my best to keep it regular though. Follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I post stuff there. I'll put my Twitter link below. Tell your friends about us and help us make this the best trading channel on the internet. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up below. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.